Hello, buds and bloomers. It's Kelly here again. We are out here today. We got our dirt. We didn't get it delivered. We ended up just buying bags and we kind of separated them into the different beds, and we still have more that we have to get. Let me give you a look-see here.
All right, so we got the bags of dirt all lined up like they're waiting to be called into action. Every bed gets its own pile. I like having everything set up and staged, so once I get going, there's no running back and forth. Now I start building the bed. First layer, eco-friendly cardboard that's biodegradable and blocks weeds like a champ. I lay it down nice and flat, making sure the whole bottom's covered edge to edge. Then comes the fabric. I line the inside of the bed with it like I'm dressing it in a garden tuxedo, staple by staple, making sure it's snug and smooth. And then here's the part where I wrestle with the weed fabric. I cut it, shove it in the bed like it owes me rent, then staple the life out of it before it gets any funny ideas. No sliding, no puffing up, just clean lines and no attitude. It's all about laying a solid foundation, literally, one layer at a time. All right, so now I'm at the part where I start loading the bags of dirt into the bed. I take my time with it, spreading it around, smoothing it out, trying to get everything as even as possible. I gotta make sure there aren't any high spots or dips before I start planting. I went to grab my box cutter, and of course, it's nowhere to be found, typical. So I improvised, grabbed a kitchen knife from inside. Might not be fancy, but hey, it did the job just fine. Once I got a couple bags in, I paused to check the depth. Then I called my husband over and asked, "What do you think? Is that enough?" He looked at it for a second and goes, "You're gonna need more dirt." So I shrug, grab another bag, rip it open with my trusty kitchen knife, and pour it in. Smooth that one out too, making sure everything's packed and ready to go. After that, I moved over to the second bed. That's the one we're planning to grow our watermelons in. And what you're seeing now is me getting the one filled and ready. We're almost there. Since the weather was starting to turn and I felt like I was racing the rain, I moved over to the bump out on the big bed to keep things moving. I used the same process, laid down the biodegradable cardboard, made sure it was fitted in, then stapled the liner all the way around to lock it down. That's what you're seeing here, the bump out, getting prepped just like the rest. So now that I have the other beds ready to go, I wanted to give you a glimpse of the stuff that we had planted on the first nice day that we had. And we were still getting cold streaks that were like 40-degree days, some in the 30s. So what you're gonna see is some of our stuff that we planted that survived and some that was struggling. Here's a quick look at the spinach and carrots. In the tomato bed are a few plants still waiting to be planted. Here is the lettuce and green onions in the corner growing strong. Then we have our herbs, our basil, sage, and oregano. Now over to the rest of the tomatoes that have already been planted in the raised bed. Going strong. Finally, we walk over to the cucumber, squash, and zucchini bed. Everything's doing well, except that one in the corner. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't.